Hello guys, so real quickly, I want to talk about a nice, interesting comment that I saw that came back to me because actually this was brought to my attention a couple of years ago. I think when I was under somebody else's post. I can't remember if it was a video or was it some kind of other post in the group. I cannot remember, but it was under that audio called hate speech is not freedom of speech. You know, it was under that audio. And in that audio, I posed the question, what is the reason that black women today are giving birth to black males? What is their goal? What do they want? Because right now, we're only seeing a manifestation of nothing but pure evil. We're only seeing a manifestation of pure terrorism. We're only seeing poverty. We're only seeing betrayal. We're only seeing, crimes. Okay, and I mean the good guys can't do any. The ones who call themselves goods, I recognize that there are men who take care of their families, but they are not representing that majority. They're not making a dent in this problem. They're not even being recognized because it's so bad that they can't hardly be seen. That's just how bad it is. And so I'm trying to wonder, what is her reason for giving birth to this black male right now? Because the manifestations of giving birth to this black male that we see today is nothing but a bunch of hate, a bunch of negativity. It's aimed at black women and girls. His hate and negativity is aimed at black women and girls. And a lot of people like to blame it on his black mother. So if his black mother is the reason why he keeps turning out like that, then I'm going to get to this statement. If his black mother keep turning out is the reason why he turned out like that, then it makes me wonder why she keeps giving birth to him. What is she grooming him to be this nasty? Now I know that's a no. I know not all black mothers are doing that for their sons, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know some stories, and for the most part, some black mothers can be pretty horrible, but that's not what this is about. I don't care if you call yourself a good black woman, whatever that means. I'm just saying. I know people like to use the word good, but what is your purpose? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want this black male to become? You want him to become a lawyer, a doctor? Because you're not raising him to be a patriarch, and the reason why you're not raising him to be a patriarch is because you're not a patriarch yourself. That's why you need the men to come in, and so in the fact that we know more than likely he's not going to get that male leadership that he needs to be the patriarch like these other cultures of men. This makes me wonder, why are black women giving birth to this black male right now? What do they want from him? What do they want him to become? Especially knowing goodness well that he's not going to have a strong male role model, especially knowing that, and he's definitely not going to have a male role model that tells him to respect women. He won't have that. 9 times out of 10, he won't have it. You have few families that can say, oh, well, I taught me whatever. That's the 1 out of 10. Okay? So in this comment, the commenter said, under that video, that a lot of these black women are birthing black males as a weapon against other black women. Okay, so once again, she said that a lot of black women are birthing this black male as a weapon against other black women. And I was like, I remember hearing that before, and that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense because you have no plans. You don't want him to be a man. You give birth to him and you don't want him to have a wife. You get in the middle of his relationships. You don't want him to have a wife. You don't want him to be a provider. You want to shield him from other male patriarchs talking about the system of white supremacy is going to hurt him and shoot him down. You coddle him. It's like you give birth to him just to really ruin his life too. And yeah, we can look at the man too, but the problem is we've known for too many decades now, by now, we've known for too many decades that this black male is going to be raised more than likely without a strong male leader. We've known this for many decades by now. We've known this. We've known this since the late 60s. We've known this since at least the late 60s, okay? So the problem with trying to say, well, he needs that male is the problem with saying that is that we know that ain't going to happen. It's not that it's not true what you're saying. When you say he needs a strong father figure, it's not that that's not true. The problem is that we know that's not going to happen. So why are black women still giving birth to him? Knowing that he's not going to have a strong father figure, knowing more than likely, when I say that, I'm saying more than likely. More than likely he won't have a strong father figure. More than likely he won't have a strong male role model. Even though there's other men to look at as a male role model, black boys are going to want to look at men who look like them. Yeah, there's a white male good role models. There's Asian. You know, when I say Asian, I'm talking about the whole continent of Asia. You know, they don't have to look one way. So there's plenty of groups of men who could be a strong male role model to the black boy. But the problem is the black boy wants somebody who looks like him, same way black girls do. He wants somebody who looks like him. And so like right now I'm in Los Angeles, and a lot of these little boys, these teenage boys, they looking up to Snoop Dogg. They looking up to Snoop. I'm talking about right now. They looking up to Snoop. I think he got some kind of camp going on, some kind of boys camp, some kind of, I don't know, he got like little things going on in Los Angeles, you know. And a lot of these young boys are looking up to Snoop because there's really, the thing is, it might be other guys who are more positive, but they don't have the clout, they don't have the popularity that Snoop Dogg has. And those guys who do try to stand up, it's not a whole lot of them. It's not enough of them for them to outshine a person like Snoop. Those other guys that are more positive, they cannot outshine a person like Snoop because it's not enough of them, okay? But it's a whole lot of Snoops, okay? It's a whole lot of them. So once again, let me get back to this comment this person made, because I want to make this audio mostly about this comment. She said that these women are giving birth to these black males as a weapon against black women, other black women. I said that makes a whole lot of sense. Because what I noticed over these especially past 13 years, we know black men have been tearing down black women much longer than that, but I'm talking about especially since YouTube started, I've noticed that black women have had no problem with these men tearing down other black women and girls. And then when you have the few black women who try to be a voice, especially, you know, since 2009, 2010 and all that stuff, they were met with a lot of force from other black women. Not only other black men, but other black women. Other black women were tearing those women down who was trying to go against all of that hate. They was trying to be a voice for other women, for other black women, because they felt like black women were unfairly being torn down. But you did all that just to see that black women actually don't have a problem with what these guys were doing. And now it makes sense. The reason why black women have yet to really respond to all of that hate and yet to do anything about it is because they gave birth to these males specifically to antagonize and be a terrorist to other black women and girls. Okay, you guys let me know what you think. And I've talked about this before. It's a title, hopefully it's not unlisted, but it's a title called Divestment from Most Black Women. And I made another video about they're using black men to cover up how they really feel. They're not responding to all this hate and stuff coming from black men, because if black men was to actually disappear, if the Thomas Sotomayor's and the Sergeant Willie Peets and all of these Obsidians, if they were to actually disappear, then what would those black women do with themselves? Because they're using these black men like Tommy Sotomayor to cover up who they really are. I remember saying that too. But this lady said that these women are specifically giving birth to black males as a weapon against other black women and girls. And that is the only reason I can see for black women to give birth to black males, to use them as a weapon, because I don't know what the heck coming. There's nothing positive coming of this black male. There's nothing positive. Okay, it's not. And I don't care about the not all. No, we're looking at the majority, and this is the majority of what the whole world sees, not just a person like me. This is what the whole world sees in black males. And those black males, and when they talk about not all, I don't really care what they have to say, because if they want to get on this not all train, then they should have been more proactive and making sure that their image was that they would look better. Okay, that these guys would not tarnish their image the way they are, because there's too many of them who are I would say just terrorists. There's too many of them that are like that. And so if these so-called good black guys really cared about the not all stuff, then they should have been doing something about the Snoop Dogs. They should have been doing something about the Dr. Dre's. They should have been doing something about those guys, about those type of men a long time ago. Okay, Tupac talked about you're going to create a group of men that hate the ladies, right? You're going to create a race of babies that hate the ladies. Didn't Tupac say that, even though he didn't respect women all that much? I don't brag on Tupac because he respected C. Dolores Tucker. He respected that elderly woman who did not like the lyrics in rap music, and he disrespected that woman in his lyrics. So I ain't bragging on Tupac because he's the exact type of man that he's talking about, okay? I know people like to brag on Tupac, but I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm not gonna brag on nobody who disrespects the elderly woman in his rap lyrics. I ain't doing it. I don't know what people are thinking, but I'm just saying that's what he said. Create a race of babies that hate the ladies, and now you got a bunch of little boys and black men that hate black women. Okay. So if those good black men really wanted the image to be preserved, if they really wanted their image to be preserved, those good black men, they should have stopped that. It should have been more of them that stuck by C. Dolores Tucker during she was waging war against gangster rap music. That was what she was doing in the 90s. She was waging war against gangster rap music. If these black men wanted to get on this not all talk and they didn't want to be looking like a certain way, then they should have had the back of C. Dolores Tucker. It should have been more of them that stood beside C. Dolores Tucker when she was trying to stop that mess, but they didn't. So I don't care about not all. I really don't care. I don't care about not all because they had a chance to stop it. They had a chance. They had the time to stop it, and they did it. So anyway, yeah. But I want to end with that comment, and I might make additional videos discussing that too. But anyway, I want to end what that commenter said, that these women are giving birth to these black males as a weapon, to use as a weapon against other black women and girls. I don't see any other reason why they are giving birth to these black males except for that reason. Some of them give birth to these black males so they can raise them to be a football player, basketball player, a rapper, and so they can turn around and put them in a big house. You know, I don't know. Sometimes they do that too. But you guys let me know what you think, and I will talk to you soon.